Broadcasting live from the moon and back, this is The Coin Chat, the most trusted voice for all things cryptocurrency. Each week we dissect an important issue and cut through the noise and misinformation out there in the world of blockchain, cryptocurrency, and ICOs, capturing the facts that truly matter to you that will give you an edge in this fast-moving emerging market. The who, what, where, when, and how of what you need to know in crypto to get ahead so you don't get left behind. Now here are your co-hosts, financial and crypto experts Yuri Cataldo and Steve Good.
Hey, this is Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo on the Coin Chat, cutting through the noise and misinformation on blockchain and cryptocurrency to tell you what truly matters.
That's right. Only what matters.
Only what matters. I had to try that out. I don't actually, you know what? This is the first time we're trying something a little different, throwing a little bit of the why we're here. So you know what? I'd love to get some feedback from people and tell us if it really mattered.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent. So, Steve, before we chat, you look actually a lot better today. You're in high definition. I feel less than in comparison to your technology.
I'm only in high definition because I plugged the camera into my Mac because I was reading. Okay, so it does really work. So I plugged in a high definition what do you call it? Camera. Because guys. I don't even know what it is. I plugged in a camera because I was reading up on the internet that the
magic box
frames per second is only 30 frames per second on a Mac. And I thought, well, that's not very high definition like. And I had a Microsoft camera. So Microsoft and Mac do work together sometimes. And I just thought, what a shame that it's just sitting here collecting dust. I'm going to just give it a go. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, thanks for the comment.
You're welcome.
Those of us listening on Spotify, I'm still the same guy with the same voice, and you don't have to see the better version of me, but those who are on YouTube, hi, I'm looking better.
Exactly. Much better, and then minus my shoddy setup over here where I couldn't even get the background to work.
The gray Addams Family background last time to this green blue brick because you're having a technical problem today with the background image. So
I am. Again, it's my setup not as classy as yours, which I need to work on.
Well, it's okay.
Bring my A game.
Classy has many different flavors.
That's true.
You've got the classiest glasses on the planet, though, So on the other hand,
I appreciate that.
Oh, that's okay.
And they contrast to my pink shirt for today.
That's right.
I'm
just going to say you're right. There's really nothing I can say to that except you're right, Yuri.
That's very true. Okay.
So let's get right to it. I'm sure people are wondering what we're going to get to on today's episode, although the title kind of gave it away. But
it did give it away. So, Augur. And so what is, let's say, bringing this conversation up is Futurism had an article out about a week ago that talks about the rise of the Assassination Marketplace, which is very interesting. And also, it's
very dark and very
dark. Exactly.
And it's bringing out a lot of emotion for people about, oh my God, all these terrible things happening in crypto.
It is.
The thing that bothered me about the Futurism article, and shame on them for doing this, is to create fear and uncertainty and doubt, FUD, on crypto. And I got to be honest, if they just bloody opened up goddamn Augur and looked at it, they might actually know what they're talking about. The article was full of SHIT.
I like that you spelled that out. Okay. So let's talk about.
You have a somewhat clean channel because with the YouTube you have to indicate whether you're adult language or not. So we do try to moderate ourselves a little bit. But yeah, the article really got me interested because you pointed it out to me. Said have a look at this, which I did. Yeah. I read it. Do you have it in front of you to kind of read to people anything in there that's kind of like what stands out about what they said about the Assassination Marketplace?
Yes, I do. So I just pulled the article up, and basically. So it's just, it lays out what exactly could happen in this. Apparently it claims there's already a bidding war about Donald Trump, about Jeff Bezos, John McCain, Betty White, and that people could place bets on how long they will live potentially in this one. It doesn't go into great detail on that, but then it just talks about is this unethical? Is this unethical? Is the game rigged? Could it then, could somebody place a bet on, taking down a celebrity and then go after that person and then collect on that.
Create the market and then execute on the. So it's interesting. So first, let's go back and talk about what a predictive market is, so that people understand it. It's nothing more than gambling, and you're creating your own bet on whatever you want. I bet that that Arsenal will win, the Champions League or the Football League or whatever this year, or that France will not win the World Cup or whatever, and or the Ether will hit a price of 500 by the end of September, of which there is a market, and people can effectively bet for or against that particular activity to occur on that date. And that's the essence of it. Now, the interesting thing, so after you shared that article with me, of course, you know me, what did I do? I went and I downloaded Augur. I spent a few hours waiting for the damn thing to synchronize all the blocks from the historical blocks of the block.
And then you placed bets on who was going to die first?
And I was betting on whether or not I would get into it or by tonight or not. So, no.
Excellent. So what did you find?
So maybe it's best I just show you and show everybody else and talk through it at the same time for our listeners.
Okay.
But here's the thing. So first off, when you go, let me share my screen first, because that's always a good way to start, right? So I'm going to go into the Augur app. And what you see in the Augur app when you go right into it is that it's effectively showing you that you're connected to the main network. That's all you have to do. It's a very simple way to access and get into it, and it shows you that you're synchronized and what have you. And then it takes you into this screen over here, which hopefully you can see. It says bet on, and it says lifestyle, cryptocurrencies, EOS, Ethereum, sports.
Wait, no, I can't see that. I'm still looking at Switch Network, open Augur app.
Okay, let me stop my share and I'll start again. Share once more, because we know how much we want to see this. Okay, let's try
exactly.
That. Okay.
There it is. Yes.
Right. Okay, good. We're doing it. We're on the game. So you can make bets on, and it's just giving you indications of all things that you can bet on: space, politics, World Cup. I mean, you could bet on when the Earth will come to an end. It'd be kind of the most pointless bet ever, but someone would win big.
Yes, they would.
So now, here's the thing, because there's a lot of questions out there a lot of people are having about, but if you're betting, how do you, if I made a bet personally, then presumably everyone knows I made the bet. And the answer is it's all anonymous. So the way that this works is when I first connected to the Augur network, I had to connect, and I had a couple of choices. I could use my Trezor or my Ledger, which are, of course, the offline wallets, where you can store everything offline in your, your little USB stick, or I can connect directly to my Ethereum wallet through something like MetaMask, which I have up here in the top right corner of my screen. You can see there. So that's how I connected, was with MetaMask, which connects directly to the Etherscan. So pretty simple. I'm connected. I'm anonymous. Nobody knows who I am. Off I go. I'm going to start gambling and betting on all sorts of crazy things, or I can create my own network. And that's the really cool thing. So, of course, now we're getting to the exciting part. So I went into markets, and you get a big whacking screen on the left of all sorts of stuff that you can bet on. And it comes up with things like cryptocurrency. So 1 USD will equal how much Bitcoin on 12/31/2018, which would be, of course, just at New Year's. And there's 10,000 shares. A share is a bet. So there's one person can make 5 bets, which would be 5 shares. So these shares are effectively reflective of using the Augur coin or the Ether coin to buy the shares.
Sure.
So Augur coin is called a rep. So reps and Ethereum. So 10,000 shares of bets are already running on that particular one. So we go and kind of scroll down through, and you can see on the left side there's a whole bunch of stuff, and there's predictions. So things. Let's see what predictions are. Will John McAfee literally eat his dick? There's a 30% chance currently, with a whole whacking 4.4 shares, which means there isn't even a whole bet out there. It's like a tiny little bet. It's nothing.
A little bet. Yeah, he's not going to eat his own dick.
No. And then there's celebrities. Let's see what's on the celebrities. Okay, so that's where the one about, this is where it came out from Futures. And now let you tell me whether this is newsworthy. Will actress Betty White die by the end of 2018, which has a total of 0.356 shares.
So not even one bet on that one.
Followed by, will Vitalik Buterin, our favorite friend from Ethereum, one of the founders, be a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience before the end of 2018?
It's like nobody even cares about that one.
Yeah, will professional wrestler actor John Cena publicly confirm his homosexuality by the end of 2020?
Oh, John Cena's gay? I didn't know that.
Well, is he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Will Kylie Jenner have a sex tape released or leaked before the end of 2019?
Nah, she doesn't need it. She's already famous and rich.
So, I mean, those are the, but they're mostly funny. There's nothing particularly, bad about it. So you scroll down, you do find one here called Assassination. So let's just click on it and see how many assassinations are out there and the number of votes there. Oh, right. There are no votes.
There are no votes.
No.
Oh, Vladimir Putin.
There's a whole one. So this is where I get really annoyed with futurism, and I just think this is absolutely rubbish. Will Vladimir Putin be assassinated by the end of the year, meaning 2018? Number of votes? Nil. Nothing. So, who created this and for what purpose? Because clearly it wasn't actually what the article said.
Right.
They made it out like it's a big dark web, the world's coming to an end because now all the dark evil secrets of people using crypto to do bad things is, sorry, but I got to call the crap on this one because it's crap. It's absolute rubbish. There's no votes. There's nothing. Yeah. Just one entry someone did as a joke. To be honest, how much do you want to bet? We should put that in here as a predictive bet. How much do you want to bet? Predictive analytics coming out to the light now. Mm-hmm. Hey, I bet you that by the end of 2019, it's going to be discovered that Augur were the ones that put this in here to get covered in the press by futurism.
Totally. And every other article, like their articles written about them all over the place now. It's from a marketing perspective, it's a genius play. But you're right, there's nothing to really. Could have
chosen a better topic. But so here's the thing: do I like Augur now, or do I dislike them? Because now I've seeded doubt in my own mind about whether they're the ones that created this stupid, ridiculous assassination thing, of which there are no votes and no one's interested and no one cares. Yeah. So the facts are on the ground right here in plain view for everyone to see. It's a load of shit. I'm calling out the crap on this one.
And that's also like bad on futurism for not doing their homework at all.
I know. Well, we will tag futurism in the article, and you know what? We should probably contact them and say, watch this video, and then why don't you retract with your or at least apologize for creating fear, uncertainty, and doubt over something which doesn't exist. Because actually, for all of the stuff that's in here, I literally went through a lot of this thing to look for more bad stuff.
Nothing.
Nada. Nothing. And you would expect that, considering that such a bad world of people out there, and it's all crypto, and we're all dark assailants coming out of the Addams family like Yuri did last week on the last episode, that clearly we're all bad people with, the ring and hair everywhere and, hands coming out from the walls. Clearly, Augur's not such a bad platform after all. Neither are us crypto people. I guess I'm okay too.
Yeah.
So are you. We're good guys.
Excellent.
I don't know what to say about this, but it's a pretty cool platform. So, if you want to create your own, you can create your own. And these are, examples are here about what you can do. But if I go into my account, I could say, I have to connect again. I'm not connected right now. So we'll skip that. But the principle is there. And you basically go through the steps of creating it, and then you trade it.
Yeah.
The trading is a little bit weird because you're either buying, which is saying, yes, I'm in favor, or you're selling it, which is saying no. It would have been easier if the whole interface for the buy-sell was more logical toward, will it happen? Yes. Will it happen? No. But they tried to make it more like it's a trade. So if I click on this one about one USD will equal how much Bitcoin on the end of the year, and you basically see, it's an order screen with volume and fees and min and max value and quantity and depth, and all that stuff is like trading stuff. So my only comment about Augur the only thing about Augur as a platform I don't like is they've made it too much like it's trading, like buy and sell. And actually I thought this was just predicting the outcomes, and predictions don't require buy and sell. It requires yeses and nos or maybes or betting on the actual numbers like you do if you go to a sports gambling facility of some sort or like that. But
yeah, exactly. You go to a casino, it's either this or that. I wonder if that's like a view of where they plan on taking the platform further.
Yeah, I know it's really hard to tell. I mean, like I said, I really like the platform. I just don't know what to think about whether Augur were the ones behind